Hello and welcome to Module 1 of the course. On the first lesson, we are going to talk about the first app we are building and why. So, as I was researching the kind of projects we should have throughout the course, besides asking funnel builders, I also did a lot of research on what's currently on the market, and I ran into a fake quiz epidemic. This means a lot of people use quizzes or forms as lead gen, and they are not all that good. For example, a lot of things I ran into is people embedding third-party software, for example, JotForm, and it isn't quite custom to what they need in that scenario. For example, I've seen some great ones as well, but they were clearly custom coded even before AI existed, where you actually felt like you were doing something that was made for you. It's not the case of these quizzes I'm talking about. It's always the same questions. It kind of makes you a fake promise at the beginning, like find out how to solve all your lead problems, and then you answer the 15 questions or 10 questions that they show you, and you think, okay, I'm gonna get some sort of solution. But then you finish the quiz, and what do you get? Thanks, we'll email you soon. Or, okay, yeah, you definitely need help, wait for us to contact you. That's not good. It breaks the golden rule of Convergence, which is instant gratification. What this means is, if they have to wait for you to reply, to reach out, they already feel like they lost. They want transparency, they want something that makes them feel good about the amount of work they just did. Believe it or not, actually filling a quiz is a lot of work, because you are used to browsing the internet and scrolling social media, and all you have to do is scroll and barely think. All of a sudden you actually have to think and fill a quiz. You want a prize for it, but no, your prize is, okay, thanks for filling this out, now wait for us to reach out. This is when we actually enter the High-Ticket Qualifier, which is going to be our custom app. What is this? This is going to be a quiz that is actually built for the people you want to target. So I'm going to do a specific type of quiz, which we're going to call the High-Ticket Qualifier, where we are going to qualify a lead and see the kind of work they want done, and immediately give them a quote. So that way they get the instant gratification of knowing the service they're going to get specifically for them and the price. But actually, I encourage you to do something. What I encourage you to do is to take this work we are doing and lesson by lesson follow along, but do something for you, okay? Imagine your target audience is coaches. Do something a coach would love to have. If you want to do something for you, do something your clients would love to enter your website and have in front of them, okay? So I'm going to do this quiz, but you can do whatever quiz or form you think makes sense. Why am I saying this? Because you actually want something that is unique to you to add to your portfolio. It's okay to follow along and do exactly what I'm doing, but then at the end of the course, you're going to get a portfolio that looks like everyone else who followed along and did what I'm doing. I think you understand what I mean by this, so kind of try to adapt what we are doing to you as you follow along. If you are in the community, you are free to reach out in the squad chat and ask questions to see if what you're thinking actually fits the scope of what we're doing. That's totally fine. But yeah, my goal here is that you understand how things work, and as you follow along, you can actually do something that is unique to you. Actually, for anyone that is in the community plan as well, when you get the certificate, if you just follow along and do exactly what I did, you are not going to get the gold certificate. So do have that in mind as you are following along and thinking about your app. In the case of the app we'll be developing, or I'll be developing along with you, it matters because it will actually only capture qualified leads. People who see the price and think, okay, this is fine. People who see the kind of service that is offered and think, yeah, this is exactly what I want. So it filters out unqualified leads automatically. The people who go on a call with you and complain about price, ask for more features, completely mess up the scope, those people will be immediately eliminated from the leads. But before we get started, I want to talk to you about the 5-minute trap that I find a lot. Lately, we see a lot of gurus, a lot of influencers saying you can build a page in 5 minutes. It's true. You can even build a page faster depending on the software you use. But that is going to be a basic generic landing page, okay? If you want to make an application that actually works, that stores your leads info safely, that handles the math gracefully, and does it all in real time with many users at a time, it takes an AI leverage developer, not one 5-minute prompt, okay? So have that in mind before you get started. It's going to take us a little bit, not too long actually, because we're not going to go into a lot of detail on our first step. Do have that in mind. But it's going to take us a little bit to get this done, and it's okay. So, your work for this lesson is go out there and find the weakest fake quiz or generic form you can find that either you, a client, or someone else famous, quote-unquote famous, of course, is using, and try to think what's wrong with it. Why would a custom solution work better for it? And then you can write it down if you want to actually assimilate it. And if you are a community member, go to your squad, post that form, and you can hide any identifying info if you want. Example, it's one of your clients. I understand you don't want to name and shame your clients, but post the form with hiding the identifying info and say what you find wrong with it and how would you improve it with a custom solution, okay? So now let's get to work and start actually working on our app.